49.3% of Charleston residents are below the poverty level, which is higher than both the state and national averages. The median worker income in Charleston is $5,803. The unemployment rate in the last census was 13.2%, which is higher than the national average of 7.9%. 35% of Charleston High School students qualify for free and reduced lunch. A few years ago, a teacher noticed that one of her students was very distracted during a Monday morning class, so she decided to ask if he had skipped breakfast that morning. He replied that he hadn't eaten anything since Friday at lunch because his family couldn't afford to buy food for nights or for weekends. After this, teachers started a food bank within the schools where students could come every other week and pick up a backpack full of food to take home for their families to get by for the weekend. Teachers realized that there were other needs that were not being met for the students, so they started a program called Helping Hands. Katie Barr is a social worker at Charleston High School, and she's one of the many faculty members that plays a part in keeping the Helping Hands program up and running to support the children of the Charleston area.
So the Helping Hands assists with anything that might be getting in the way of a student's education or keeping them from participating in extracurricular programs. And that could be like clothing items or financial assistance to do like credit recovery, summer school when a family doesn't have those resources. Really, it just fills the gaps when there aren't like community agencies or funds out there for families. There aren't like criteria for the Helping Hands. It's just if there's a need and we can meet that need, we try to do that just to help students and families be successful. We've had community organizations donate. The Lions Club has been a big supporter. Churches, as well as individuals, student organizations, so it's completely supported by donation. It's really just staffed by our principal, Diane Hutchins, as well as a couple of social workers. We oversee the fund and just try to keep up with the needs of the students and families and talk with various organizations that are interested in hearing more about it and just try to get the word out about the needs of our students. Was started through the Eastern Illinois Food Bank, and they had been doing a backpack program at the elementary level and saw that there was a need at the high school level as well because there had been some research done to show that students at the high school level are what they call food insecure, which means that they really don't know where their next meal is coming from. So they had decided that it was pretty important to implement the pantry for high school students. So the way that that works is every 2 weeks we have a group of around 18 to 20 students, it fluctuates, that can come to the pantry and they essentially shop for what foods they want to take home, and they bring those home to their families and can rely on going back to that in a couple weeks. I think it gives them a sense of security and helps them reduce their levels of stress. It gives them something that they know they have a consistent source of support, and it helps them to be able to focus on school and not have to worry about some of those other stressors that they might have outside of school.
Katie works in a town and a school district where poverty is a major issue, and she works very closely with students of lower socioeconomic status. Katie and other members of the Charleston High School faculty have taken the initiative to fight back against poverty and make a change. The Helping Hands program has taken students who are seen as at risk for dropping out due to poverty issues and has taken away some of their financial problems so that they can focus more on their education. It's possible that in the past no one has paid much attention to these at-risk students, but the Helping Hands program has shown them that people believe in them and that they can do anything they set their minds to.